Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer. Oh, it's very exciting. FM24, it's here. It's the beta version. We've got it for about 2.5 weeks until the full version comes out on November the 6th. And like everybody else, well, I've been racking my tiny little brain to think, okay, who shall I do in the beta? And I had a little brainwave, just a little one. Towards the end of FM23, I was actually live streaming. I thought I would give it a go. It's my first effort at doing the live streaming. I did have to kind of stop doing it because with FM24 coming up, I had an awful lot of stuff to prepare. But the team that I was using for that live stream was Espanyol. If you don't know anything about Espanyol, they were relegated out of La Liga into the second tier in Spanish football. And in my first season with them, although we were supposed to get, the board requirement was for us to get promoted automatically, actually we didn't. So I had to move into a second season with them. Again, the board requirement, get automatic promotion. So that's what I started doing. And that was going quite nicely. And it seemed like a good idea to use that Espanyol save to bring into FM24. And of course, in previous years, that wouldn't have been a thing. However, this season, it is. We can bring our saves from FM23 into FM24. So we're going to start today's episode in doing just that. I'm going to show you what to do, what's the process, and once we're in there, I'll explain a little bit more about the Espanyol save and where we're up to. So we're all in this together. I haven't actually looked at FM24 yet. All I've done is gone in there, I've created myself a profile, I've got this snazzy looking gentleman, not a bad likeness if I do say so myself. And once the profile creation is completed, then, well, we're hit with this screen. And as you can see here, we've got all the usual things, start a new game, load a game, join an online game, all of that kind of thing. But we have a brand new button here, load FM23 saved games. Let's see if it works, shall we? And the next screen that we're faced with is a little bit of an explanation of what is going on. So if we just read through this, like I say, you're seeing all of this for the first time, just like me. So load saves from FM23. You now have the ability to load saved games from Football Manager 2023 and continue your story, which is a really, really nice feature, I think. I mean, obviously some players might want to just start brand new and afresh, but if you've got a save that's up and running, and believe me, the Espanyol save has got a lot of promise. We're doing very, very well. We're top of the league. I'm giving you some spoilers now. Shall we carry on with this? Okay, loading times. It may take slightly longer to load a save game from Football Manager 2023 for the first time as we make it compatible. So obviously, most of the features at FM24 are going to be able to be used in the old FM23 saves, which is very exciting. There is a caveat, compatibility with new features. When you bring your save game into FM24, most new features will be compatible with your save. However, but some may not be populated with existing FM23 data. And also, achievements cannot be unlocked in FM24 while playing a career form from FM23. So we've had a little bit of an explanation there. We're just going to click the OK button now. And of course, we're all familiar with this screen. This is just basically loading up a game. So this is a really exciting feature now. Well, I feel it is. And like I say, the Espanyol save was going very, very well when I stopped live streaming it. But all the save data is there. So let's click the button and let's see what happens. And we now just need to wait until the FM23 save loads into FM24. And I'm not quite sure whether that's done. It took a matter of seconds. Maybe it's the speed of my machine. I'm not quite sure. I mean, spoiler, I do have quite a powerful gaming machine. So it's asking me to give the save game a name, which I have done, FM24 Espanyol Beta. And we just click save. And that has literally taken a matter of 10 seconds. So the load time, I don't know whether it'll be different for different saves or different, computer or laptop at speeds. I'm not quite sure, but my save, I was expecting to go and make a brew for it but it's loaded, and that's absolutely brilliant. So to put a little bit of meat on the bones, basically in FM23, I used an updated database which actually saw Espanyol relegated and in that second tier in Spanish football. And then the first season, I was meant to get them promoted automatically back. It didn't happen. We didn't have the greatest of seasons. We ended up in, I'm not sure there was a playoffs, but anyway, we didn't get promoted. So then we had to go into the second season. We're now in game with the 15th of December 2024. So I'm not halfway through the season, but as you can see there, Espanyol, we're now top. I've signed some decent players. I've got Lorenzo Luca up top, who is a goal machine, and we're 7 points ahead of Gijon. Okay, little bit of meat on the bones there for you. So I'm in my second season with Espanyol, and really, I have to say the goal of this beta save is to get them back into the Liga and to make them comfortable in there. If we can challenge for a European spot, then, but I don't really have any great ambitions to be winning Champions League and anything fancy like that. We've only got like 2.5 weeks. So let's get stuck in and let's have a little look around FM24 with FM23 loaded into it. How does it look? And if we just come to the staffing screen, what's this we have here? A set piece coach. Well, we've never had one of those before. Yes, it is one of the new updated things in FM24. We now have a set piece coach. And if we go into the tactics screen and go into set pieces, oh my word, it all looks different. And yes, like I say, I'm seeing this for the first time just like you are. If anybody's not got the beta version, this is what it's going to look like. When you get the game on November the 6th, this is what the tactics screen set pieces looks like. So, at the moment, I don't have a set piece coach. I'm going to have to go on the search for one. The assistant manager has been assigned to do it. So we're going to have to look for a set piece coach. Let's just run through these quickly. I'm not going to go too in depth into it. We will have a little bit more of a look at this as the game goes on. But so what defensive marking strategy do you prefer? Zonal marking, player marking, hybrid? Let's go hybrid. What posts do you want players marking while defending? Both posts, near post, no post. We'll go both posts. How many players do you like to leave forward when defending a set piece? Defend the box, counter-attack or balanced? We'll go balanced. How do you prefer the ball to be delivered from attacking set pieces? Far post, central, near post? We'll go far post. How many players do you want to leave back defending during attacking set pieces? Defend transition, stay high, balanced? We'll go balanced. We're going to go balanced for most of this because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. Like I say, I reiterate, I'm seeing this for the first time just like you are. How do you want your set pieces to be delivered into the penalty area, in swinger or out swinger? I think we'll have them in swinging. And that is loading up now, and he's just said to me, great. So obviously we don't want to take the induction there, but that is all fine and dandy now. I'm not going to stick with that because I am going to go and sign a set piece coach. And of course, if we go to the staff search screen now and go to coaching, and the drop down box now has a set piece coach in there. I mean, who knew? If we don't click any attributes yet, and let's just go in to see what they say the attributes for a set piece coach are. Well, shock horror, set pieces. And this lad here, who's this 33-year-old Gianluigi Balzano, is a 3 for set pieces. We won't be hiring him, but at least it gives us a chance to see here determination, level of discipline, motivating and tactical knowledge. Those are the attributes that are needed. So I think as a minimum then we need to go into the edit search and pick out set pieces. And I've set the level there at 15, so there are only 3 of them. So if we maybe just reduce that slightly, we'll come down to, let's say, 12. That gives us a few more to work at. So just by way of example, I've selected 33-year-old Michele Ruffini, an Italian lad. He's got a 15 for set pieces, which is very, very good. He's got 13 determination, 12 discipline, 17 motivation. His tactical knowledge is only 6, but of the ones that I've scanned through, he's probably he's very good at set pieces. He's fairly average at everything else. So I think we are going to offer him a contract. And there we go. So we're going to give him a little bit more money. All of these set piece coaches at the moment are unemployed, which is great. We're going to give him a little bit more money, 3-year contract, and let's just suggest that, and away we go. So in theory, we've got ourselves a set piece coach. So I'm not going to go into that too much more today. I do want to play a game to have a look and see what the game engine looks like. So concentrating back onto the game now, this is the schedule. As you can see, we've been doing very, very well this season. It slipped a little bit lately. I've had a couple of draws there, but we have got a Spanish Cup first round game today against a Majadahonda. Spanish. It's a speciality. So everything's looking fairly standard at the moment. From what I can gather, the match engine looks quite different, and they've changed a lot of things like, you know, the ball movement and all that kind of thing. So player movements. I mean, I don't know about you if you've been playing FM23. I think they've been trying 1 or 2 things out in FM23. I had a goal scored in my Schalke save, which was a very good save. If you've if you want to go back and watch that, it's on my channel. But in the Schalke save, I had one of my midfielders, actually, he was on the left wing, and he whipped a ball in with body movement that I've never seen before. And then the ball hit the penalty spot, and my striker did an overhead kick and scored a goal. Overhead kicks in FM23, you know, few and far between. So I think they've been trying 1 or 2 things out. If we get more of that, and, you know, better ball movement, better positioning, all of that kind of thing, that can only be good, can't it? But I've just hit the staff numbers update here on the emails, and of course we've got set piece coach in there, new limit of 1. So it looks possibly like we might be able to have more than 1 set piece coach. I don't know, we will have to see. And we've just come to the scouting report, another little indication of the new stuff. Apparently this team are playing with 2 inverted wing backs. So this is all this business of, you know, having like a back 3 or 4 when you're defending. But as soon as you win the ball and you're going forward, then you either convert to 2 or 3 at the back, and then players move into midfield, which is a very, very exciting addition, I must say. Although most people are talking about it in an exciting vein from an attacking vein, I'm not sure what it's going to be like defending against that, because as we can see, the AI is already putting that into opposition instructions. So we're going to have to work with that and see how it goes. Okay, let's get stuck into a game, shall we? We can get to know FM24 as the beta goes on. I will be releasing quite a few videos with Espanol. So I had been playing a different formation with Espanol, but thought for FM24 I would try something a little bit different. Obviously, I'm not going to be using the inverted fullbacks or wingbacks in this, because this is a formation that I kind of worked out before. But you know, we've got plenty of time to have a look at whether we want to play with fullbacks, wingbacks, inverted, whatever. But anyway, so we're playing this 3-4-1-2 with a couple of defensive midfield players in here. So we've got 3 at the back. We've got a Segundo Volante in there, deep line playmaker Tommy Doyle. We've got 2 wide midfielders in Lello and Vidovic. Suarez, who is an absolutely terrific player, by the way, is playing the attacking midfielder behind 2 strikers, Azon and Luca. And one of the main reasons I went to this formation was because Lorenzo Luca is a goal machine. I've already said that. 19 appearances, 19 goals, 7 assists, 8 player of the matches. He's got an overall rating of nearly 8. But Azon, who was out on loan in my first season, is a terrific player as well. He's only 21. He's a 3.5 star, important player who could still improve. And as you can see, his stats are very, very good. His decisions need working on a little bit, but his stats are very, very good. And he really, because of Lorenzo Luca, he wasn't getting any game time. I'd also brought in Vidovic on loan, who can play as striker. It's not his greatest position, but I am playing as a wide midfielder today. So, like I say, to make sure I got Azon and Luca into the same team, I've come up with this tactic. Suarez can play anywhere around here. He's just a bit of a superstar. He was playing on the left-hand side as an inside forward. If you watched any of my live stream games, then you will have seen him in that inside forward role, just cutting into the penalty area and bending the ball in for goals. Great player, Suarez. So the team is Slaninia in goal. We've got him on loan. Back three of Ampadu, Gomez and Puido. The two wide midfielders are Lello and Vidovic. Vilhena and Tommy Doyle in midfield as the defensive midfielders. Suarez is the attacking midfielder, and like I say, Azon and Luca up front. We are on a gegenpress. We're on attacking. I'll just show you through here now. The attacking width, I think I probably am going to push that up a little bit. I think we do need to play a bit wider, seeing as we've got the wide players on. So we're going to push that up a little bit, play out of defence, passing directness shorter, tempo slightly lower. And this has been working. Since I stopped doing the live streaming, I have played quite a few games. So this has been working. In transition, we're just countering. I find if I have the counter press on as well, because it's a gegenpress, it tires the players out too quickly, basically. We're rolling the ball out from the back, distributing quickly. And out of possession, we've got a high press on with a standard defensive line, and we are stepping up more. And the trigger press at the moment, I'm still fiddling with this tactic, but I think it's quite an interesting tactic, and we are triggering the press slightly less often. So let's get into it, shall we? The first game in the FM24 beta. It's very exciting. So not too many changes at the moment. We do still get to talk to the players. Media have given you a lot of praise recently, so go out there and do it. I'm not going to speak to the players, like in units, but let's just get this match underway, and we get our first look at the new match engine. And I have to say, it's looking quite nice, isn't it? Really, we're playing in a snazzy pink kit today. We just missed that header there, so the first chance. So I've had 2 shots, 1 on target, XG of 0.48. Vidovic now with the throw in. I'm liking the look of the pitch. Looks a little bit more defined, doesn't it? Let's see if we can notice any changes in player movements. So we do get a goal there. Denis Suarez there, although it has been given as offside. So remember, it's a cup game, this one, so we do need to win this. It would be very nice if we did. So ball out to Lorenzo Luca, doing a little bit of work out wide. Tommy Doyle there, back to Puido. So Puido is actually coming to midfield a little bit there. We're actually going back to a back three now. Puido is the one who seems to be going forward a little bit. I haven't got any instructions on that, so whether that's something in the game engine, I'm not quite sure. That's a nice goal there from Ivan Azon. Like I say, I've gone to a 2-striker system to facilitate having Ivan Azon in the team. Because Lorenzo Luca, he's an absolute goal machine. But Azon does deserve some game time, and he wasn't getting anywhere. But Vidovic, before game, he was very, very grumpy. Said, "Oh, boss, I can't play in that position. No, sorry." So he runs up that right-hand side, chips the ball into the box. Ivan Azon scores. So he certainly can play in that position. But anyway, so I've not learnt their name. I'm just going to have to keep calling them that other tick. Well, it's RMJ. So RMJ there with a little chance that, well, wasn't really a chance. But we are piling the pressure on here. As on there. Ball into Vidovic. Vidovic there. Vidovic is meant to be very, very grumpy, unhappy with his position on the pitch. And he's actually been the creator for that second goal there. Denis Suarez, and we're winning 2-0 away at RMJ. So Vidovic, who is a very, very, very good player, by the way, he was kind of brought in to be another backup striker or a right winger. He is playing a little bit more reserved, but you can see his quality there, even though he's potentially grumpy. Ball into the box. Can we get a head on that? No, we can't. It's in the back of the net. Gabri has scored. Referee is not rummaging for his whistle, so that stands. So RMJ have actually scored. I don't expect to have any problems in this game, but you never know, do you really? We'll just skip that. Let's skip over that one. 4 shots, 3 on target. XG of 1.12. So we're going to move into half-time, 2-1 in the lead. So Lello now is going to throw that corner in there. I am actually, unless FM24 has brought all of the settings in, I haven't set the set pieces up for this yet. As we saw in the, in the beginning, I'm guessing that sets them up for you, so you don't have to go in there and set all your, like you did in FM23. So I'm guessing the assistant manager's done all of that, but I will be having a look at that. Obviously, we've put an offer in for a new set piece coach who actually looks half decent. I'm just going to say I think things are going well, but I think you're capable of even better. That's gone down like a lead balloon. Let's just have a quick look and see if anybody's tiring. So Tommy Doyle is a little tired and Guido is a little tired. Tommy Doyle is on a yellow card, so I think we may bring him off, and we'll bring Leodice on, I think, in midfield. One of my fairly new acquisitions. And let's get into the second half. So the game engine, I think, is looking a little sharper. Not too much different from what we've seen before. But then, remember, this is still only the beta. So ball is being chased out there. Now that's a new little thing I've never seen before. So Lorenzo Luca there. A smart little header back into the penalty area. Ampadu with the ball now. So the back three are keeping a fairly straight line. Ball from Vidovic. Suarez, he's going to slide that across. Lorenzo Luca has hit 2 bites at the cherry. I mean, that was a cert goal, wasn't it? Lorenzo Luca doesn't normally miss those kind of chances. 16 shots, 7 on target. And that's hit the crossbar. Can we clear that ball? Out of the danger area, please. Yes, we can. So Azon here now is coming away with the ball. He needs to go left with it. You're going to play it left? Yes, you are. Okay, back into midfield or down line? Nope, we're going back into midfield. So we do seem to be holding quite a nice shape. XG of 2.48. And I've seen 1 or 2 little things in the match engine that are slightly different. At the moment, not a huge amount of difference. 69 minutes, 3 more changes. Greguera's come on in midfield, and I've changed 2 of the centre-backs now. Pedrosa and Williams have come on. I mean, that's a new body shape there. Kind of a diving header to head the ball away from the danger area. So one or 2 new little movements I'm noticing. Like I say, I think they were trying quite a few things out in FM23, if I'm honest. But anyway, we're moving into the 80th minute now. We're just going to give them a little bit of praise, I think. Although I think I clicked the button just too late there. You can't really be giving orders when the game's in progress. Williams now to Vidovic on that right-hand side in the position that he hates to play. Absolutely grumpy. Mr. Vidovic can't play there, but he's He's created 2 chances and they were both goals. So if he wants to stay grumpy for the rest of the season and be the creator, then that's absolutely fine with me. Pedrosa now at the back. So we're playing quite tentatively here. Lello, nice little first time touch. Is that going to go back up the wing? No, it's not. Pedrosa now, he's thinking about what he's going to do with this ball. He's putting it forward, and that's a poor ball. Yeah, I thought Azon might have got there. So we're getting far too many highlights here in what is obviously a non-highlight period. I am on key highlights. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Header there. Denis Suarez picks the ball up. Is he going to go wide with it? No. He's a poor touch there. Gives the ball away again. And we do seem to be inviting them on a little bit. I think I might drop down to a positive mentality. Azon has been gifted a goal there. He's hit the crossbar with it. So one of the things in FM23 that really was frustrating, I know frustrated a lot of people, was the number of times that you hit the frame of the goal. I think we've done it 3 times already in this game. Can we get ahead on that? No, we can't. Leodice picks that ball up, and that's in the back of the net. Leonardo Lello there off this left-hand side. We're 3-1 up now. The referee has run back to the centre circle, so that goal stands. So back with another highlight. I think there was a little bit of pressure there from RMJ, but we have withstood that pressure, and now we're back on top in the game. I was going to just say then commentator's curse, but no, Vidovic has picked it up in that right hand side, and he very nearly creates his 3rd goal. But we're back with another highlight now. Vidovic again with the ball, having a great game on that right hand side, and he's doing some really great work there. You can really tell, can't you, that he doesn't like playing there. What a shot that was. That would have been a terrific goal if that had gone in. Lello with the corner, swings that over. Vidovic is going to pick this up now. Very, very hard working player, Vidovic. He's all over the shot. Pedrosa now. He's going to pass that ball back to Ampadu. Ampadu is going to, no, it's not. I thought he was going to chip it then for somebody to run onto. But we have lost possession. Lello picking the ball up. It's gone very scrappy now in the dying minutes of this game. Only to be expected as well. We have got a few tired legs on the pitch. Very poor pass. But it is 3-1. I think we're fairly comfortable now. We will be going through to the next round of the Spanish Cup. Ampadu there. Vidovic. Denis Suarez. Lorenzo Luke. Is he going to have a shot or slide it across? He's going to play that back to Vidovic. Vidovic to Leodice. And that's in the back of the net, and he got an assist there. It was but one, wasn't it? So he passed the ball to Leodice, who then slides it across to Lello, who gets his 2nd goal of the game. And after looking a little bit jittery in the second half, we've actually put on the afterburners. 4-1, nice comfortable victory. This team does play very, very well together, and I'm quite excited for seeing the season out and hopefully getting into La Liga next season. And I'm just going to say, comprehensive as it gets, you've blown them away. I think we will give them all a little pat on the back there. Players do respond very, very well to a bit of praise, and that can't be underestimated in Football Manager. And I think we're going to leave it there for today. I don't want this video to be War and Peace. There's obviously plenty more games coming up now in the beta edition up to November the 6th. So we will be playing with Espanyol for whole of the beta period. But a little bit of an insight there into how to load a game. Very, very easy, as you saw. On my PC, it loaded very, very quickly. So that's a bonus. Obviously, it depends on the speed of your machine, and I would imagine as well, maybe, you know, the extent of your save. But my save wasn't too far in the future. But yeah, loaded very, very quickly. We had a look at the match engine, which to my mind looks a little bit more precise. There's one or two new body movements in there. We've yet to see the movement of the ball. The ball is meant to bounce before it goes in the net for some shots, all of that kind of thing. But stick around. We're going to be having more of the introduction to FM24 as we play through this Espanol save on the FM24 beta. We'll see you very, very shortly for the next episode.